Hello students, today we are going to discuss a very interesting topic, that is decarboxylation. That means removal of carbon dioxide from the organic molecules. Generally we know decarboxylation, Coles electrolytic method is also one example of decarboxylation, and decarboxylation of carboxylic acid takes place in presence of sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide, that is soda lime. On heating the carboxylic acid in presence of soda lime, it loses carbon dioxide. That's why it is called decarboxylation. Let us discuss what is decarboxylation reaction and what are the mechanism and what are the rate of decarboxylation, in which case the reaction is faster, in which case reaction is slower. We will discuss today. Okay, so what is decarboxylation? Generally we will discuss these examples, that when carboxylic acid is treated with sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide on heating, this mixture is called soda lime. It produces alkane and carbon dioxide, mainly carbon dioxide, formation of carbon dioxide. Then this carbon dioxide is obtained in the form of sodium carbonate, as it is produced in the form of sodium carbonate. That carbon dioxide is released, it reacts with sodium hydroxide forming sodium carbonate. Formation of alkane. Formation of alkane means lower alkane. This is lower alkane. Formation of lower alkane from carboxylic acid with the loss of carbon dioxide. This reaction is called decarboxylation. Then what is the mechanism? What is the mechanism of this reaction? The mechanism is like this. The mechanism of decarboxylation, in the first step what happens? Your carboxylic acid, this carboxylic acid, it reacts with sodium hydroxides forming sodium carboxylate. That is formation of salt. Sodium salt is formed plus water, because acid reacts with base forming salt and water. Then what happens? Then in this first step, this is the first step reaction. Then second step what happens? This sodium or sodium salt of this carboxylic acid loses in aqueous medium. As the medium is taken sodium hydroxide, so aqueous medium, it dissociates into RCO minus and Na plus. This is the first formation of what? Carboxylate ion. Carboxylate ion. Formation of carboxylate. This is the first step. This is your generally first step. That is not a rate determined step. But in the third step what happens? This carboxylate ion, if you see the structure of carboxylate ion, it loses carbon dioxide. It loses carbon dioxide. So this is the two bonds, two electrons in this bond, and this minus charge shifting towards carbon, then RC bond breaks. This takes place on heating. This reaction mainly takes place on heating, forming carbanion. Formation of carbo anion and carbon dioxide. Formation of carbanion and carbon dioxide. And this step is slow step which is the rate determining step, RDS. This step is slow step, that is rate determining step. So the decarboxylation of acid depends upon this third step, that is the stability, that depends upon the stability. If R minus, this carbanion, if it is more stable, then the rate of decarboxylation is faster. That means very important thing is more is the stability of carbanion. More is the stability of a carbanion, more will be the rate of decarboxylation. Is very important. The rate of decarboxylation will be faster if the stability of carbanion is more. So this is the mechanism, this step 1 formation of salt, then second step dissociation of salt forming carboxylate ion and Na plus ion, then this carboxylate ion decompose on heating forming carbanion, and the stability of carbanion indicates the rate of decarboxylation. Then very important thing we will discuss, that one. For example, we can take one example. Suppose sodium acetate or acetic acid when heated in presence of sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide. This is called soda lime. This mixture is also called soda lime. Then produce methane, then sodium hydroxide, sodium carbonate. Carbon dioxide is produced, or you can write sodium carbonate, because carbon dioxide again reacts sodium hydroxide forming sodium carbonate. Here what happens, what is the role of calcium oxide? This is very important. What is the role of calcium oxide? Calcium oxide helps mainly for fusion of NaOH. This is the first thing. First is it helps for the fusion of NaOH during heating, it helps for the fusion. Then second point is it helps for forward reactions. It helps for the forward reaction. That means that carbon dioxide produced reacts with calcium oxide, then the reaction will be towards forward direction, so faster. So main role of calcium oxide is it helps in the fusion reaction. Mainly it helps in the fusion reaction. Sodium hydroxide taken in the pellet form, that it also helps in the fusion. Then second case, it helps for reaction becomes forward reaction, so the amount of alkane will be more. So this is the two uses of calcium oxide. This is the role of calcium oxide. So this is the reactions and the mechanism of decarboxylation. Then very important thing now we will discuss, that rate of decarboxylation. How the rate will be faster, how the rate will be slower, in which case it is faster, which case is slower. It is very important for your competitive examination. Generally question is asking which case the rate is faster. Already we have discussed, this is the very important point, this point is very important, this one. What is this? If the carbanion is more stable, then the rate of decarboxylation will be faster. This is the main important point. Faster if carbanion is more stable. If carbanion is more stable, then then decarboxylation will be faster. So this is the important. If carbanion is more stable, then decarboxylation will be faster. So let us take the examples. Suppose example we will take like this: CH3COOH you take, then your benzoic acid if you take. Decarboxylation of benzoic acid and decarboxylation of acetic acid. But if you see what is the carbanion form, the carbanion is CH3 minus. Here carbanion is which carbanion? That this carbanion, phenyl carbanion. But if you compare the stability, this carbanion is less stable. It is less stable, but it is more stable compared to this one. So already you know the stability of carbanion and carbanium. So as this is less stable, so automatically this is faster. More is the stability of carbanion, the rate of that decarboxylation is faster. So this is the first example. Second example you can take, let it be like this. Suppose this acid, then we can take this acid. Which will be decarboxylation will be faster. In this case, you see the carbanion produced. Here the carbanion is, what is the carbanion? Here carbanion is this one, CH2 minus, and here carbanion is this one. I am writing this point, no problem, CH2 minus. So this is the carbanion, this is the carbanion. Which carbanion is more stable? This carbanion is more stable. Stability is more. This is more stable. This is more stable compared to second one because it has resonance. If you see, it has resonance, so stability is more. So as it is more stable, it is more stable. That's why this is reaction is faster. This carboxylation decarboxylation is more faster compared to second one. Then other examples we can take. This acid, you take another example. Nitro derivative, another example we can take. This compound, it has no plus I effect or minus I effect, but it has minus I effect, it has minus I effect, it has plus I effect. So that carbanion produced at this position, this carbanion produced in the which step? In the third step, that carbanion produced in this step, and here carbanion produced from this compound, here carbanion is produced in this compound. Which will be more stable? Nitro group, as it has a minus effect, is more stable. Suppose it is A, this is B, this is your C. If you take, then which will be more stable? Minus I effect is more stable because the minus I effect, due to minus I effect, the electron density decreases. So first will be faster. Which case example faster? B will be faster, then A, then C. These are the examples, because here C plus I effect, so decreases the minus charge, and minus I effect more increases stability, and compared to this one. So first one will be B, then A, then C. Okay, so the stability of carbanion mainly gives the information regarding the rate of decarbonylation. If the stability is more, the carbanion stability is more, then rate of decarbonylation is more. For example, this is also one example you can take. Suppose CH3, CO, CS2, COOH. These examples. Another example you take CH3, CS2, CS2, COOH. You see the difference. Here if you see here, this position, the minus charge will form during decarbonylation, and this is also minus charge will form. Here what happens, this minus charge is stabilized by CO group, keto group, which has minus effect. It has minus effect, so stability is more compared to this one. That's why decarbonylation is faster in case of this keto group compared to the second. So this is the alpha position, this is beta. So beta keto carboxylic acid, beta keto, this is beta keto. Beta keto carboxylic acid is more faster compared to that is simple carboxylic acid. So this is the main explanation regarding the rate of decarboxylation. It depends on the stability of carbanion. So we can also take other examples. Suppose this case. This is the first case. So another case we can take like this. Suppose this is the case having minus charge taken here, then CS2, COOH. Okay, this is the double bond. It has a double bond here. Okay, and this position if you see. So first case, suppose this is A, this is V. Here the carbanion will be like this. First case carbanion will be, what will the carbanion? First example, carbanion will be CS2 minus, and second case, this is from A and this is from B. It will be like this. From B it will be CS2 minus. But here what happens, if you see this, it will be stabilized by resonance. It will be stabilized by resonance, and here stability is not possible. That's why A is faster for decarbonylation compared to second B. So like this you have to think in which case the decarbonylation is faster, greater. Then I will give one homework question for you. Let homework is like this. You will write the answer in the comment box. Then any doubt you have, if any doubt you have, you can also send the question in the comment box. The question is like this. Let it be CH triple bond C, then CS2 COH, this compound. Another compound we can take. Suppose this is A, the B is like this. CH2 double bond CH, then CH2 COOH. This is your B. Let it be B. So everything same. It has a triple bond, it has double bond. It is also acid derivative, it is also acid derivative. One having triple bond, another has double bond. My question is, which case the rate of decarbonylation is faster? This is just we have to think the minus effect. I am giving some hints. Which case the stability of carbanion is more is the stability of carbanion, then more will be the rate of decarboxylation. Okay, so this is about decarboxylation reactions and its mechanism and its factors for the rate of decarboxylation. Okay, any doubt you have, you can send the question in the comment box. Okay, if you like this video, please share this video to your friends and don't forget to press the bell icon for better notification for next video. Okay, thank you all.